everyone, this is Shari Sherman and this is my soul food interview. I am a mixed media artist and I live in Florida. I have been taking my art seriously or having it as a business for about the past 10 years. I started out primarily doing acrylic paintings, pet paintings, which I still enjoy doing today. And over the years I've kind of evolved into incorporating all kinds of collage and different media into my paintings. I think primarily I still make happy art for happy people, and I like to put a lot of love into my paintings, and I like to spread that out into the world. So if my paintings can make people happy, that's, I consider my job done. For me, it's nature. If I can get to the ocean, I think I'm a mermaid who was born with feet. I don't know how that happened, but that's what I think. If I can get down by the ocean, my feet in the sand, playing in the salt water, it really opens up my mind and it frees me and it allows me to really just let go of everything else. And I can let my brain do its thing, and my heart as well. And it doesn't have to be the ocean though. I do love the forest as well, but the ocean is my favorite. I love treasure seeking along the shore, looking for shells and driftwood and all kinds of things. It kind of satisfies my seeking spirit. And my ideas come from there. My ideas come from nature. Also, visiting with like-minded artists, just kind of brainstorming things back and forth. I really love working with other artists and collaborating, and also writing. Stream of consciousness writing is where I get a lot of my ideas, where I just really don't stop myself and let things flow. Piece of advice I'd like to share with other artists is to let go of perfection. I think that perfection and comparison are two things they basically end up stopping us, stopping our creative flow. So let go of perfection and just focus on doing what you do. And you can get inspiration and ideas from other artists, but do what you do. That's what it is, because the world needs what you do. And it doesn't need it to be perfect. Sometimes the things that are the least perfect are the most inspired. Well, since I also have my art, use my art in a business form, that's twofold. For my validation as an artist in particular, it's just doing the work. If you show up at the table, at the drawing board, at the sketch pad, with the camera, on a consistent basis, I think you can call yourself an artist no matter what you do with that. You don't have to sell it, you don't have to post it, you don't have to you don't have to write a book about it. As long as you do the actual work and do the actual thing, then you can validly call yourself an artist. Now, as far as being an entrepreneurial artist, I think that also, learning and focusing on the business side of things and striving to create a successful art business, those are all things that validate being an entrepreneurial artist. So, and I think it's important to kind of decide or delineate kind of where you are as an artist. If you're doing it as a business or if you're doing it for yourself, it's good to be clear on what drives you. Well, I use simple black lines a lot of times, and I also use bright colors layered with pastels, and also my themes are dogs, the ocean, mermaids, anything kind of happy and bright and cute. That's what I like to paint. That's what I like to put out in the world. Ever since I was a kid, I was not afraid to try anything that struck my fancy, whether it was watercolors, crayons, different kinds of paints, working with wax, um, you name it. Anything that came out that was artsy or crafty, I was into it. One thing that I never really pursued that I really want to, I'm starting to really get the itch for doing it, which I think I'm just intimidated by how complicated I think it is sewing. So I did recently find this little sewing machine at a garage sale. So I am going to start doing some of that soon. And not really even with the idea to create any, like a garment or anything, even though I'd like to maybe do some skirts. But just to maybe make little pieces that I can incorporate into journals or, I don't know, something different. So I did a little free stitching right there. Just something to kind of play around with, and really I want to get to know, I want to be capable of doing it. So anyway, that's my interview. I look forward to spending some time with you later in the year for my lesson in my recipe. And I am so happy to be a part of this. I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you. See you later.